we are getting much closer to the release of the second trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And with that, we can probably expect a few more interesting story details and of course teasing a few cameos. Now let's talk about the official synopsis that's been released that teases twists and turns. Well, here we go, guys. We typically know that when we get the synopsis, this means that within a couple of weeks, we are about to start to see that huge rollout of merchandise and, of course, advertising for an upcoming Marvel Studios project. This is, of course, the synopsis that you will see when you start looking at purchasing your ticket and so forth. This is typically how we see these synopsis roll out, and these are usually the more official ones as opposed to the ones we got way earlier in terms of when the marketing started, like with the initial teaser trailer and some leaked merchandise. So this brand new synopsis says, and I quote, "In Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the MCU unlocks the multiverse and pushes its boundaries further than ever before. Journey into the unknown with Doctor Strange, who, with the help of mystical allies, both old and new, travels the mind-bending and dangerous alternative realities of the multiverse to confront a mysterious new adversary." End quote. Boy, there is a lot here. If you're somebody that's been kind of ignoring what's going on, and you see the trailer and you kind of look at the synopsis when you're buying the ticket, you're gonna go, what? Like, there's a lot to unpack in here. Again, they're tossing a lot of terms at you that us as people kind of know, right? It's like, oh, the MCU, yeah, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know too many people that are just casual fans that watch the films that are like, oh yeah, I love the MCU. They go, I love the Marvel movies. To them, it's all the same. So they're tossing that in there. They're tossing in unlocking the multiverse, the journey into the unknown, Doctor Strange, new heroes, new adversaries, all of this. There's a lot here that I think will put a lot of intrigue as well as confusion in from everyday people. But I think what's great about this is it's teasing more of what you got in Spider-Man, which I think is honestly quite genius with this film. They now have the good fortune of seeing how Spider-Man handled their advertising and what they can do in terms of mimicking that or maybe even improving upon it to try to make the best they can with the box office. Now again, Doctor Strange, I don't know how it's going to do. We have nothing so far, not even a single early prediction. And it makes sense because nobody really knows. We still have no idea. We're still in the Spider-Man era, if you will. But looking at it going forward, there's quite clearly a lot that they're going to be pushing here in regards to the mysterious things that you don't know that could happen and the Easter eggs and the shock value. And I hope that they can somehow translate that without spoiling too much, because they don't have the luxury of being able to keep the heroes hidden but reveal a villain. Like, it worked for Spider-Man, but I don't know if it will work with this. Because, let's say, for example, if Michael Fassbender is going to play Magneto, and he shows up as Magneto, then we expect everybody else to accompany him. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tiptoe around what they can confirm and what they can't. And this synopsis does a great job of teasing exactly what you want, so I am hyped.